Hello, hello, and welcome back to another episode of... Oh, I keep on mispronouncing the name. It's not Hiraguchi, it's... what was it? Higurashi? Oh, I can't remember. I'll have to look in between the things. Yeah, I cannot believe I can't remember what it was. Oh no. Because I keep on saying Hiraguchi. It's not Hiraguchi. I'll look back at that. So I know that we went through this already, but my game didn't say it, so I had to go through a little bit. So let's go back through this. So let's... Blush going on a date, didn't mean like that. Playing it up, you know, we're playing it up, we're all happy. And then she gets in there and teases us some more. Was a joke. Haha, joke, since when? About halfway through. So that means I don't want to, even though I do want to. Alright. And so this is where we ended. I think. Yeah, this is pretty much where we ended. So, why were you asking if I'm free tomorrow, Reina? So why... Oh, I already read that. I'm an idiot. Okay. Huh? Oh, what were we talking about? It had been so long... I was saying that in Rena's voice. It had been so long that Rena had forgotten. That's how long Mian had teased me. It's just, Kii-chan, you probably can't find your way around Hinamizawa. I don't know why I can't say that. By yourself. Yeah, can you? That was true. I hate to say it, but if you blindfolded me and spun me around 3 times like we were playing pin the tail on the donkey, I wouldn't be able to tell up from down here. Yeah, I don't think I know how to get anywhere besides back and forth from school. Yes. So you see, tomorrow we were thinking that Michan and I could escort you through Hinamizawa. Hinamizawa and show you around. That would be a godsend. Frankly, I was happy about the offer. You'll come, of course, right? If I'm free. You're being invited by a girl you know? If I'm free. You're probably free anyways. If I'm free. I was being stubborn so as not to give me a clear yes or no. Even though I thought it was a godsend, I'm too much of a scamp to say so up front. Keiichi-kun, you're not free, perhaps. Perhaps? Well, Mion and I had our rather sour back and forth. Rena peeked over at me hesitantly. Figuring I'd been a bit too rough on her, I just gave in. Sorry, forgive me. I apologize. I'm free. Great! The trepidation disappeared from Rena's face as it blossomed into a smile. Hey now! Seems like there's quite a difference between how cold you are to me compared to Reina, isn't there? It seems Mion didn't care for how rude I was to her compared to how quickly I agreed with Rena. But her being annoyed was very interesting, so I pushed Rena forward, speeding up our pace to leave Mion behind. Let's go, Rena. Maybe it should just be the two of us tomorrow. Leave grumpy old Mion behind. Hold on. Return to main. No! Do not exit scenario. Huh? Whoa. Hold on, I need to look at the log. Leave grumpy old Mion behind. Yeah, so I was right. Whoa, if Keiichi-kun is okay with that, then... I'm the one who came up with the idea to take him around. Don't ignore me, Keiichi-kun. We get my last name finally. Meibara. It'd be great if the two of us could go on a picnic together. Should we bring a basket, Reina? If we're bringing a basket, I'll make all the food. Maybe. Don't you ignore me too, Reina. I'll tell everyone that you two disappeared into the hotel district together. Kabam! Well then, I'm going home now to start making it. Tomorrow's gonna be so much fun. Later, Keiichi-kun, Mi-chan, bye! Reina bounded off like she was walking on the moon. After the dust settled, all that was left was me standing next to Mion sprawled out on the ground. There was a welt on her face. Are you alright? There was over 2 meters between you guys. Since you came, they've become sharper. This old geezer's body can't handle it. Maybe it'd be easier if you stop saying stuff that makes Reina want to hit you. Or else this will end up being me on slapstick comedy hour. If that happened, the results might be fatal. Don't feel bad, Mion. You're probably the only one who can dodge your jabs. It felt like it was her knee, though. Could it be that we were hanging around with an unrivaled martial arts master? Maybe someday we'll see her debut in an extreme contact sport. You can't lose to Reina. You need to train up and have a rematch. Okay, Kichan, you should. This old geezer will root for you. Mion and I reaffirmed our determination to discover a way to counter Reina's infallible technique. That's pretty funny. Alright, change of scene? Oh no, new thing, Higurashi When They Cry. Here it is, not Higurashi. Higurashi. That's what it was, Higurashi. I have received new tips. We're a mixed grade, we don't wear uniform. Okay. View all tips. Oh, what is this? This is interesting. So Reina, we're the same age. Yeah, that's right, we're in the same zodiac sign. Okay. That's not true. If your birthday is the same, then you can't have different animals, even if you're the same age. Huh? Oh, I see. Mion, you're pretty smart. Ah ha 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 ha. What month were you born, by the way, Kiichi-kun? I'm July. Rena smirked and puffed up with pride. Hey now, what's the meaning of this? She's not planning to be all high and mighty if her birthday is a wee bit sooner than mine, is she? Heh. Don't even. It's impossible to challenge me by birthday. What is... I love it. So good. I love it. Amazing. I wouldn't even mind if you bet $1 per month. Huh? Huh? Why? Why? Reina panicked at suddenly being challenged to a wager. Given how panicked she is, I'm certain she doesn't have much allowance left this month. It's just sending her into her panic about something as simple as a birthday is so fun. I can't help myself. So that means you were born in April, Kei-chan? Right on. Too bad, Reina. I'm already far older than Reina. Oh, I see. Then you're the same as Mi-chan. Well, it's just a few months. That gap will open up again soon enough. Mion snickered through her nose. Hey now, that's not something to get all high and mighty about. As if I'm one to talk. Heh. Now that you mention it, you're in a higher grade, right, Mion? If you're into if you're into underclassmen, then I can be an underclassman from now on. Amazing! I love it. Mi-chan, you're not making any sense to me. Just by seeing Reina's blushing face, you could tell she knew exactly what she meant by it, though. Then Satoko and Rika-chan are underclassmen. Their grade is so different that they should be in a different school, shouldn't they? Keiichi-kun, your tastes are a bit too young, I think. You're not making any sense yourself, Reina. I'll just grab onto her head and scruff it up a bit. Stop it! Amazing, I love it. Oh, it's such a fun game. I wondered about it before, yeah. I was wondering why the school has different school years all mixed up. There aren't enough classrooms. Can't help it. This building is being rented from the forestry service after all. Ah, okay. When she says it like that, it makes sense. It does make sense. I thought our school, whoops, boop, was strained for a while now. Ooh, look at this. All right. We got a nice tractor going. Got a nice little schoolyard. I love it. The schoolyard's gravel. I love it. There are rooms that aren't for classes, and there's some strange sort of construction machinery parked here. Why is it being borrowed? What happened to the real school? There was one here forever from before the war. It got dilapidated. They closed it down. It probably was, it probably was a grand old schoolhouse. Well, because of that, the students would have to attend the school in the city. That's pretty far though, you know. Let me turn this down quickly. It was a little bit loud in my ears. That's pretty, oh, I tapped the mouse wheel. Which school would that be? Did you know there's a school if you pass by the, oh man, I'm terrible pronouncing Japanese names. Okinomiya, I think, train station. Turn at the hospital and head towards the pediatrics department. What? So far. I couldn't tell where that was by location, but I understood it was pretty far from Rain's reaction. Well, that's why. The guys that didn't want to commute to Okinomiya rented out the building from the forestry services and are attending the pseudo schoolhouse here. About half the children in Hinamizawa go here. There are quite a lot of kids that come here on a bike. She just winked at me. Well, since they're attending this really messed up school, it might be pretty hard for them to get into higher education. That's not true, Mii-chan. If you study properly, you can go anywhere you want. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I totally agree with Reina on this one. Yes, that's right. That's right. Let's try our best. All of you try your best. This old man will be rooting for you. Not just us, you too. You should be preparing for exams, shouldn't you? Ooh, your future is bleak with grades like this. Fine, just fine. If I get stuck, then I'll mooch off Kii-chan as he works forever. That's pretty funny. What do you mean by work forever? Do you mean... Hey, you're too loud. Be quiet during self-study. Ha, the teacher yelled at all three of us. It was completely our fault. Well, yeah, we're speaking during class. So Toko saw and chortled haughtily. I stuck out my tongue at her in response. It is just as Mion says. This school has nothing to do with higher education, but it makes up for that by having lots of valuable things other schools don't. Like what? I'm sure they're about to tell me. Oh no, that's it. Okay. Alright, so we're a mixed grade. So now, we don't have a uniform. We don't have a uniform? It's only June, but it's already so hot. I could hear the Higurashi outside chirping. Oh, that's why this... Okay, cool. Me. And at night there are mosquitoes. It might as well be summer already. My only salvation was that the mornings were still cool. Summer, I do declare. I hope that, like, if this was real, that she would be saying that in that southern accent. It'd be awesome. So Toko was flapping her skirt languidly. That's pretty unladylike there. Even if she was a little brat, she was still a girl. Keiichi does seem quite cool with just a single button-up shirt. I'm so jealous. From how I see things, the skirt you're wearing looks like it would be much cooler. A girl like you just wouldn't understand wearing jeans during this season, how steamy the crotch gets. Fair point. It gets steamy? How? This girl has gone imagining something indecent. Rena's summer clothes have a nice, refreshing color. I feel cooler just looking at them. Thank you. They really do feel pretty cool. I do wish my summer clothes were as breezy as Rena's. But Sotoko-chan, your summer clothes are all so cute, being one piece and all. I like to wear your summer clothes. With a star. This is actually quite stuffy, you know. I do believe what you're wearing would feel much cooler. But it would be so much more fun with cute clothes. How? I had a feeling that Reina and Satoko's base values were fundamentally different. Speaking of which, our school doesn't have a uniform. Yeah, it doesn't. As long as they're proper, then regular clothes are fine. There are quite a few students in regular clothes. There were a few wearing uniforms, but they were all the same design and rather plain. What's the uniform they're all wearing? They're all the same. That's the city school's uniform. I just can't get comfortable. I keep on moving all over the place. It's not like there's a rule, but they're all wearing them. Speaking of which, everybody in our group is wearing a different uniform, aren't we? Did you go out of your way to get them from somewhere? Why, yes, Mion supplied them. Mion-san supplied them. Mi-chan's relatives runs a second-hand clothing store. They can get school clothes from all over the country for cheap, they say. So you asked those relatives to get a bunch of unique school uniforms then? That Mion, she probably loves using her friends as dress-up dolls. That must be a strange second-hand clothing store. I get that it's a second-hand clothing store, but stocking clothes from schools all over the country? That's pretty strange for a second-hand clothing store. Fair point. What's the point in stocking up clothes from faraway schools they know nothing about? Yeah, I think so too. They also have used school swimsuits and PE uniforms. I don't like the idea of having used ones. Yeah, me neither. Doesn't sound like that shop makes much money. They probably have Mion pitch in and help so they can make a little bit more. But Mion-san says it'll be a big hit and become a great store with such conviction. A secondhand clothing store that stocks school uniforms will be a big hit? I don't get it. Ooh, okay, so that's that one. All right, exit. Let's go back to the game. Save and load. So let's save here. Save, yes. End of chapter 1. Wait a second, that's the end of chapter 1? Oh, I have to go by chapter 2. Or is that here? No, these are all just saves. Close. Continue. Is that chapter 1 of the game or chapter 1 total? Okay, good. I was about to say, that's a tiny game. All right, or, story. All right. I took it a little too easy on the morning of my day off. Ooh. I was totally late. Today was the day Reina and Mion were going to show me around I keep on doing that. Hinamizawa. Return to the game. Come on, stop misclicking the mouse, guy. No. No. Rina and Mion were already waiting at the meeting place. Ki-chan, you're late. So sorry, the show I was watching last night was really interesting. Blame that. Oh, so that's your excuse for being late and keeping two girls waiting. Mi-chan, you just got here yourself. That's pretty funny. Yeah, there it is. Last night episodes of A Day in the Life of was interesting, wasn't it? She was just as guilty as me. Reina was carrying a pretty heavy-looking handbag. What is that? Mion answered my unspoken question with a wink. That's right, Reina really did make a picnic. Ki-chan, after you left, Reina pulled out all the stops. It's not like I forced her to do it. It was nothing, so don't worry about it, okay? She's been like this since last night, you know. Can you take responsibility for this? All right. I'm a man after all. I'll take responsibility. That's a weird response. Huh? Responsibility? For what? For what? As we both turned around, slowly looked at Reina, our gazes drifted downwards to the massive handbag she was carrying. It didn't seem logically feasible that it would be entirely filled with lunchboxes. Except, this was Reina we were talking about here. About 2 kilos, I guess. When Reina was picking it up, I could see she was struggling a little bit. I say 5. You're exaggerating. Kichi-kun is a boy after all. I thought he would probably eat a lot, so I made a lot, okay? Ha 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 ha. Let's just get going. Heave-ho! Just from the way she was lifting it up, I couldn't believe the only things in there were lunchboxes. Correction, I say 5 kilos too. I'll help out, but all of it needs to be eaten. I won't forgive you if you've made Reina sad, got it? The only thing I could do at that moment was exercise a bit to make myself hungrier. Are we gonna go for a run or something? Do some push-ups, pull-ups, sit-ups? Having finished with the pleasantries, we began our leisurely stroll. A carefree walk bathed in the gentle morning sunlight. I couldn't have even imagined something so wholesome existed during the city. During my time in the city. These were the boonies, after all. No slovenly desk jockeys trudging to work on the weekends out here. It really was a nice place, peaceful and quiet. As sparsely populated as the village was, you could still run into people just by walking around. Ah, good day, good day. Oh, you would be Maibara-kun. Oh man, that's a tough name. Maibara-kun, maybe, I believe. My two companions exchanged greetings with everybody we ran across. All of these passerbys even knew my name, even though I don't know theirs. When did I become this famous? We passed 3 people. When all 3 of them knew me, I started to feel a bit paranoid. Aha, it's a bit sad to say. Everyone knows everyone since there are so few people here in Hinamizawa. So that means when an unfamiliar face walks by, they automatically assume it's Mayabara fella who just moved here? Yeah, that's how that works. That's how it works out. It was a process of elimination you could only pull off in a place like this, but it was quite effective. From now on, I better make sure to maintain a good reputation. The day I'm discovered accidentally gawking at a dirty magazine in the bookstore, I can expect all the villagers labeling me as a lech by the next day. Hinamizawa is not to be trifled with. That's not the end of this nightmare. What's happened? There we go. Of course I know them. The first person we met was Old Man Takezu from the Makino Backshop. His hobbies are bonsai and playing the flute. Next, we met the grocer's second son, Daisuke-kun. His hobbies is sharpshooting, and he hopes to be an ace sniper in the future. Interesting. And the person we just met was Mio-san, the nurse from the clinic. Her hobbies are birdwatching and photography. Okay. You know the names of everyone we passed by, and even their profiles? Seeing my surprise, Mion and Reina exchanged looks and burst into laughter. Well, yeah. We're not like the city where people hardly know their neighbors. Then let's try it out. You there, who am I? Ahahaha. You're Keiichi Maibara. You say some mean things, but you're actually a kind, shy person. It's been 3 weeks since you transferred here. Your hobby is taking afternoon naps. Lately, you switched over to wearing boxers, didn't you? Wait, what? How do they know this? That's enough. That's enough. But boxers, enough of that. Apparently, there is absolutely nothing you can keep hidden here. Hinamizawa was not a place to be something with. I missed it. Trifled with. This feels more like you guys are showing me off rather than showing me around. That's right. We're paddling around like this after all. Don't you think so too? Don't you all think so too? That Keiichi-kun is fitting right here in Hinamizawa? The population in Hinamizawa is shrinking, so the villagers welcome anybody who's new here. I thought about brushing it off with something to the effect of, "You're kidding me," but I held back. Had I ever greeted someone who just moved in the sea like this before? Thinking about that made me believe what they said wasn't a joke at all. We passed another person. Of course, we were called out to again the same way. Oh my, good day! It's wonderful seeing you getting along. This lady here is Fujishima-san. Good day! Oh my, Marabara-kun. How wonderful for you, having a lovely girl on each arm. How are you? Getting used to life here? Instead of regurgitating a prepared response like I would have in the city, I responded with an emphatic nod. Okay. The old woman chuckled, voicing her appreciation of how energetic I was. Good! As I looked back over to Reina and Mion, they gave me a wink. So now then, about time to have lunch. Maybe. Reina's brilliant smile signaled the approach of an event that both Mion and I were trying to forget. We both looked at each other. I'm a man, I'll do what I can. But it's just too much. It's fine, Keiichi-kan. Leave it to this old man. Mion has never seemed as reliable as she does right now. I'd expect no less from the class representative. Reina, if we're going to eat, we might as well go somewhere with a good view. Wah! Yes! Good idea, I agree! Reina nodded her head happily in response to Mion's proposal. And you know what? With this change of scenery, I think that's where I'm going to end this one. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. And I will see you in the next one. Peace! Let me do that. And